anyways, let's go to. So I was wondering, there are coping mechanisms here. There are a couple of coping mechanisms. The top coping mechanism. So among religious people who want the Islamist Iranians who want an Islamic government, we have a minority that are like, what the fuck, man? Why are we this weak? So that's group number one, that are waking up to realizing that they don't actually have the power. Okay, so that's the reality check basically hitting them in the face, right? But among the people who want to deny, all come up with coping mechanisms to act like reality is not what it seems like, right? The main way they're doing it right now is not this guy. I will tell you what this guy is doing. But the main method right now among religious people that I'm seeing on social media is saying that we let Assad fall because he wasn't playing nice with Iran. So up until right before Damascus had fallen, they were saying like, okay, we lost Aleppo. Don't worry. Damascus will not fall. We will take Aleppo back. Nothing has happened. And then immediately after Damascus had fallen as well, they changed like, oopsie, sorry. Now we got new information. We let Damascus fall because Assad, who up until yesterday we were acting like he's a hero, that we will defend him forever. Actually, the truth is that Assad was not being nice to the Islamic Republic, and we basically showed Assad what happens to people who are not loyal to the Islamic Republic by not supporting him. So they're saying that it's not that we couldn't support Assad. They're saying that we decided not to support Assad to make a point. And that point actually is, if that propaganda is going to come and bite them in the ass pretty soon. Because losing Syria, if you're saying that we let Syria fall on purpose, losing Syria is a major cost. You better go with the narrative that, okay, we couldn't hold it. You think right now that that narrative that we let it fall in the short term, you're saying that because you want to act like you're tough and you could defend Assad if you wanted to. But in the long term, losing Syria is going to be such a major cost to you that people will be like, wait, you let Syria fall on purpose? Both strategically for the axis of resistance, this is going to be a major cost. And also because losing the shrines, telling religious people in Iran that we gave so many martyrs. Do you guys understand the billions of dollars the Islamic Republic spent on Assad? Thousands of Iranians that they call martyrs that died for keeping on Assad, and now you're telling them that, whoopsie, like we spent so much money and now we decided to let all of it be for nothing? Do you know how many families of martyrs in Iran who are supporters of the regime are going to consider that extremely offensive? My husband, my brother, my son went and died to defend the shrines, to keep Assad in power. And now you guys are saying like, oh, yep, we just let Syria fall on purpose. So that narrative is going to come bite them in the ass at some point. However, there's a third group of people who are trying to cope by saying, this is fantastic. It's fantastic that Syria has fallen, because this means it's the end of times and the Mahdi is coming. Okay, this is what we're witnessing here. Okay, so this Iranian, let's see what his analysis is.
Homs, Damashq.
So he's showing on his screen on a map that, like, look, Homs, Damascus,
و نسرین، فلسطین و اردن.
Palestine and Jordan.
شهر و کشورهایی که تیتر یک اخبار این روزان.
So he's saying these are countries and cities who are now on the mainstream media. They're the top
امام
news.
صادق علیه السلام فرمود هرگاه
It's like Imam Sadiq, okay, which is the sixth Imam of the Shias. He said we have a hadith. He has a saying that says,
سفیانی بر این 5 منطقه از شام حاکم.
Oh, the Abu Sufyans. So basically the
سفیانی بر این 5 منطقه از
Wait, is he saying Abu Sufyans?
فرمود هرگاه سفیانی بر این 5 منطقه از شام.
Oh, Sufyani. Okay, Sufyan. So he's saying whenever these Sunni groups, these people manage to control all these areas,
حاکم شد فتوقع الفرج. منتظر فرج باشید.
Oh, that means that you have to be ready for the coming of the Mahdi.
ممکنه بپرسید مدت این سیطره و حاکمیت قطعاً کوتاه مدت چقدره؟ امام علیه السلام
He's like, so the Mahdi is coming, but how long is it going to take? Like, you might ask, like, well, how close is the coming of the Mahdi?
میفرمایند فعدوا له 9 اشهر.
Oh, so the Imam, what's the hadith
سلام
says?
میفرمایند فعدوا له 9 اشهر. این یعنی یک شمارش معکوس 9 ماهه. حتی یک روز هم بهش اضافه نمیشه.
9 months. So he's saying that we have a hadith is saying by Imam Sadiq that when the Sunnis, when these people take over these areas, then the Mahdi will come in 9 months. Which on the Persian side, we were making fun of this. I'm like, yeah, 9 months makes sense. You guys have been graped. Okay. So I'm sure that you're looking for the results of what's happening to you in 9 months. So that's what people on the Iranian side are saying, right? But the prediction is, and he says that it's not going to be a single day less or more than 9 months. Like this prophecy is exact. So as soon as these people take over these areas, the Mahdi is going to come in exactly 9 months. And it's like a timer right now that has been set right now. So basically, this is great. I mean, they're happy. Yeah. So the Mahdi is coming in 9 months, apparently. So let's continue with this video. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is a famous person, Rafi Poor, which is the pro-regime speaker. He's very, he's one of those people who barks, and says like, we're strong and the Zionists are weak. So people put these, before the axis of resistance was falling like this, he was giving a speech like this saying the Jews are pathetically weak. They can't do anything. We are victorious. We have Yemen, we have Syria, we have Iraq, we have Palestine, we have Lebanon. We're all over the place. And if we will, we could, if we will it, we could destroy everything. So Iranian people put all of that barking on the top, and then immediately showed that their shrines are falling in Syria, just to show what he's saying compared to reality. So let's watch this.
نمیتونن عزیز من. محور مقاومت یمن داره، حزب الله داره.
So the axis of resistance has Yemen. They have Hezbollah.
شعبی داره. اینا رو
They have Hashd al-Shabi. Hashd al-Shabi in English is the PLO, right? We call it the PLO in Iraq.
داره. تا موقع قدرت نظامی داریم هیچ غلطی نمیتونن بکنن.
Like we have Syria, we have all these armed forces, so they can do nothing.
یه نعره هیدری بزن اینا.
همه سوریه رو
So he says, if we bark, they will all be destroyed. If we just say Haydar, if we all shout and call upon Ali, they will just all be wiped out.
ترک کردن. یک نفر ایرانی تو سوریه نمونده.
خدایا بس دیگه.
And now Raifipur is crying like, God, stop it, please stop it. So
ما خسته شدیم دیگه.
they're like, we're tired, please make it stop. So he's crying. Okay. So again, a lot of these before and after videos you're seeing being posted by Iranian people, but there's a very important video. I want to see if I have that for me to show you the propaganda. Oh yes, this is very important. Okay. This is very important because I need you to know the lies. Okay. So let's see. This is the foreign ministry of the Islamic Republic. Let's see what he's saying now, but compared to what they used to say before. So watch this.
در سوریه جنگ حضور رزمی ما در سوریه برای مبارزه با داعش بوده. بعد از شکست داعش هم خاتمه پیدا کرده.
So that's very key. The foreign minister of the Islamic Republic, he's saying that we were in Syria just to defeat ISIS, and ISIS has been defeated. So we don't need to be there. That's why Syria is falling. Like the reason why we're not there is not because Israel has basically managed to take away all our forces. All our capability in the region has completely been paralyzed by Israel. The reason why we're not supporting Assad is because our mission in Syria was to defeat ISIS, and ISIS has been defeated. So that's why we're not there anymore. That's what they're saying now. But this is an IRGC commander, a top IRGC commander, telling you the actual reason why the Islamic Republic was in Syria. Bull fucking shit. Listen to this part.
ولی به سردار سلیمانی فرمود که برو بشار اسد رو حفظ مأموریت.
So Qasem Soleimani commanded this man to go to Syria to keep Bashar Assad in power. This is after the Arab Spring, before ISIS was a thing. This is the reason the IRGC went to Syria.
سردار سلیمانی این بود که توی سوریه نگذاره دولت بشار اسد ساقط.
So Qasim Soleimani's mission in Syria was to not let Bashar Assad fall.
اون موقع هنوز داعش نبودا.
This is the key part. This is the key part. He says at that moment, there was no such thing as ISIS. Remember this. This is IRGC top commanders admitting it themselves. They were in Syria before ISIS was a thing. They were killing the people of Syria when they were freedom fighters fighting for democracy, when there was no ISIS. When the IRGC, the Quds army, went to Syria, killing Syrian people, not ISIS. Before ISIS became a thing. Do you understand that? This is very important. When the Arab Spring was happening and it wasn't ISIS fighting Assad, it was the Syrian people trying to topple Assad, getting democracy, and the IRGC was shooting at Syrian people in defense of Assad. He's admitting that.
مسلحین مخالفین بشار اسد
تو خود سوریه
که اینو